Nationwide has released its latest house price index, and as always, it has a few interesting figures, and we're going to go over them. Hi there, Lee Everett from Lee Everett Property, and on this channel I am passionate about helping as many first-time buyers buy their first home. Over the last 19 years, I've dealt with thousands of property transactions, so after the best tips and advice on buying your first home, you are in the right place. So let's get straight into the video. What are the facts? What are the figures? So the first fact they have brought to our attention is that house prices have gone up yet again. It is the 8th month in a row they have gone up, and it's the biggest house price growth since 2004. In March 2022, house prices went up by 1.1%, bringing the typical UK average home up to £265,312. Wow. Just to put that into context, if you wanted to buy that house, that same house 12 months ago, you'd be looking at a price of around £232,000. So around a £33,000 increase on the typical home in the last year. Amazing, amazing figures. And to make it even worse, if you was thinking of buying a house before the pandemic and have decided to wait or not been able to buy because of financial constraints, then that same house from before the pandemic is now 21% more expensive. 21% in 2 years because of the pandemic. So if you was thinking of buying a house before the pandemic and are re-looking now, it is going to be so much more difficult unless you've had a huge pay rise or a massive, massive increase in your deposit. As we've been saying on this channel over the last 18 months to 2 years, the housing market has been surprisingly buoyant. And Nationwide backed this up also. They've said that they, in February this year, approved 71,000 mortgages. That's 10% more, so 7,100 more mortgages than what it was before the pandemic. So 10% more people looking to buy a property, and a lack of houses coming onto the market, unemployment is low, and also wages have, whether it feels like it or not, has all gone up, then it's really adding fuel to the fire that is making house prices more and more expensive. Another interesting fact which Nationwide have released in this report is that they estimate that an extra £190 billion was saved in deposits since 2020. Lockdowns and change to spending habits have meant that households have been able to save a lot more money. They estimate that around £6,500 extra has been saved per household since the first lockdown, although they do say that it seems to be the more wealthier and older households that have saved most of this £190 billion. So I'm interested to know, during the last couple of years, if you've been thinking of buying a house, have you been able to save up extra deposit to help you? Let me know in the comments below. However, Nationwide do think that at some point this year, the housing market will start to cool down. We've got the squeeze on household incomes with energy prices going up higher, petrol prices, and also food prices, making it more and more difficult for people to save money and able to put deposits down on a house. Experts think that inflation may hit double figures at some point this year, and to counteract that, the Bank of England will have no choice but to increase the base rate up even further. If the Bank of England do increase interest rates even more, that is going to make borrowing money more expensive and buying your first home more expensive too. So I think first-time buyers have a massive, massive decision to make in the very near future. Do you buy now while interest rates are so low and keep your monthly payments down, or do you wait and hope that house prices come down enough to warrant any increase in mortgage rates that do go up in the near future? It's a very difficult thing to try and think and to try and plan, and I don't know what's going to happen. It's a very difficult situation to be in. Do you wait, or do you pull the trigger and buy now? Only you can answer that one, but my advice would be, if you can afford a house that you want or need now, then do it, because I don't know what's going to happen with house prices. They've already gone up 1.1% in the last month. If they keep doing that for the next 6-7 months, then you're looking nearly 7-8% increase in house prices while you've been waiting for the house prices to drop. So my advice would be to buy now if you can afford to do it. And if you are looking to buy now, I've made a video, the complete guide of buying a property, from getting your mortgage sorted right up to picking your keys. If that's of interest, I'll leave that here. Take care.